All right, let's talk a little bit more about your childhood. Then we finna get into just everything behind making this the Car Show Kings.
Yeah.
So we kind of mentioned. I know you got it out the mud for sure, up under the dirt.
Yeah.
Um, so being that both of your parents died in prison, then your grandma, we talked about how at one point you was using it as a crutch.
Okay. Okay. So, as far as using it as a crutch, I got tired of just moping about that. It's like if we gonna move forward, we gotta move forward. We can't always, even on their birthdays, on our parents' birthdays, we can't. Let's just let it go for a few years.
Like how they be having
Yeah,
birthday
let it
parties.
go over. Let it go over until you're strong enough to keep the move forward, and let your sorrow go. And I did that, and I told myself, I said, I no longer use this as my crutch. I will use this as my superpower to become great, and then that's what I did.
That's what we getting. That's the aura I'm getting. It's the greatness.
Yeah.
So you went to programs though.
Yeah.
So you got in some trouble.
Yeah. I went to programs like I said, I got all my charges juvenile with dope charges, deliveries. So I went to a level four program. Yeah, we still in the hood. Commercial break.
Commercial break.
Yeah, hold on. Nah, camera rolling. Commercial break. Yeah, we had pumping though too. Trap. Shout out
I'm
to
feelable.
Trap.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just turned it to my superpower, and then it was just from that point I ain't look back. Like I was like, nigga, I have no choice but to make it.
To keep going.
If I don't, who gonna do it after me? Because I don't feel like nobody gonna have the drive after me.
To do what? How you doing it?
Yeah,
wow.
I'm special. I'm chosen. I was here for a reason.
You hear that? Ordained. When he was formed in his mother's womb, God already knew, baby. Generational curse breaker, chain breaker. Do you hear me?
Yeah,
yes,
for sure.
Oh God. So, you know the saying that everybody can't go with you.
Right.
You believe that?
I totally believe that. That's true. Shit, like I say, when you asked me about when I was leaving, when I left from here, like a guy I called my best friend, shoot, I lost him too. They were like, man, you leaving? Why you leaving? I'm like, shit, why stay? You know what I'm saying? I was like, you can come with me.
How old were you when you left?
Shit, I've been gone 7 years.
7 years. And at that, when you knew, what was that like, that catalyst, like that one thing that really, really pushed you like, yo, I'm finna go, find me somewhere to stay and I gotta go.
I was on the run.
Yeah.
I was on the run. And I got tired of, people, I got tired of the threats. I called the police, and I was like, okay, so I say, I'm gonna hustle up, I'm gonna get the best lawyers in town, and I say, however it turns out, I'm willing to face that. Okay. If I was facing 17 years.
Jesus.
And I said, however it go, it'll be, And I paid 52 racks for my lawyers, one in Savannah and one in Forsyth.
And everything.
And I was in there for like 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then my lawyer in Forsyth, I paid him the most. And he was like, man, he said, I'm gonna get you out of here. I was like, I'm gonna get out. He was like, yeah, don't worry, you good. He was like, don't worry, you know what I'm saying? Then he was like, can you give me such more money by this time? I was like, hell yeah, if you can get me out.
Get me out, you got it.
And then he got me out. And then when I got out, like he got my records and all that expunged and all that. And I ain't looked back. And then once I caught the Greyhound back down here from court, from up there, I was like, I ain't on the run, I just saved my money up to pay my rent up for a year. And I went and paid the rent up for a year, and then whatever the ball lay, that's where it lay. But I know I'll do what I could do,
And you gonna be able to make
I'll be straight, yeah. You drop me off in the jungle, I'm gonna eat.
Ooh, drop them off in the jungle. What they say, you come out with a chinchilla? What they say?
Yeah, I come out.
Some furs
and I come out with a leaf Gucci, Yeah.
I'm here for it. So, let's talk about the magic, and I'm saying magic because it's really like you had no film experience prior.
No.
Nobody taught you this.
No.
Like this was something self-taught. So that's why I'm calling it magic. It's really a gift. I ain't gonna say nobody. I'm gonna say God, because this is God-given talent, God-given gift and ability.
Yeah.
How did you go about, like, what was the process for Car Show Kings? I know it's about to come out soon. What was the process for that?
What I learned from the other movies was I needed a writer. Someone told me you need a writer, so I hired Tyler Chronicles, who he got real big credentials. He write Wild 'N Out. He helped T.I. movie, a lot of things on BET, things of that nature. And then once we did that, I put Nava. I didn't really know Nava, but I already put him in the movie already.
So in your mind, you knew I'm gonna get Nava to act.
It was fake. Yeah, if he say yes though.
Okay.
Like, cause he could have told me, no, because we all go through trials and tribulations of trying to help someone, and now me knowing him, and he's a beautiful soul.
Yes,
and
for sure.
And he have his haters as everyone else do. And I didn't care about that because I saw him on Instagram and I felt this spirit through the camera. You feel me? And I just, I was supposed to call him like 1 week, and then my partner was like, "Did you call him?" I was like, "No," because I don't want to hear him say no. And then he was like, all right, we was like, well, we gonna have to figure it out. And then like a week later, I was like, fuck it. I'm ready for however it goes.
I know that's right.
So I wrote him. It won't be the first time I heard no. So I wrote him, I was like, hey, let me get your number. He sent me the number, and then I was like, bro, I'm doing a movie, Blase Squad. And he was like, man, Puncho, man, whatever it take, let's go. That's all I need to hear.
It.
I was like, nigga, they dead.
That's
I say the rest gonna follow. And I like it's over. You feel me? Because I knew he didn't even know that I was gonna film it the way I filmed it.
That's
so
crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll forever have a spot for that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
And now that you say that, like when I really this about Puncho, but I gotta say this because I'm finna agree with you when it comes to Nava. Like when I first was like, boom, like these cars, like really, like this is my niche. Like I'm trying to get into, like I need this lane. When that man agreed and I sat down with Nava, it was takeoff time from there. It was just like everything about him is just genuine. It's just his
he's genuine.
Yeah, his humble spirit, and people like really don't really know like this man is just 100% genuine, 100% humble. Like will help you. Like shout out Nava, like for real.
Yeah,
it's about you, but I needed to say that.
No, you can because I want to bring the light on him too as a beautiful soul. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a big part of it too. Like. Niggas be, oh yeah, why, damn, bro, you could have put my car in there. No, nigga, you looking what could benefit you. This man looked to help me on something he didn't know. So like, so that helped the process of now you saying exactly what I thought you would say. Like, you feel me? So, like not leaving on your high horse, because he could have got on the high horse on me, but he didn't, you feel me?
It was humble, like, whatever you see.
You can't knock that, you know what I'm saying?
And his part, like, his acting part, was it like natural?
Yeah, I put everything based on his personality.
Smart.
Yeah.
Great. So it would be, it's just.
But I learned that from the other movies because I did that. So everything that's what I'm trying to tell you. Everything was steps. So I knew that it worked for the first one, like for Day After Quarantine, I was like, it could work with him. And I'll know how to Frago it from there. Yeah.
And then so as far as your actors in the movie, you got Nava, and then you have Clifton Powell in there as well.
And Don't Master too.
Yeah. How did you end up getting Don't Master and Clifton Powell in the movie?
Well, Don't Master, I didn't know how I was gonna get him too. I was actually about to change the name on that part, but I would have had to switch certain things too, but I was willing to do that because I didn't know how I would get in contact with him. But then Nava like, nigga, that's my dog. Cause he heard me kept saying Don't Master, but I'm like, I'm gonna have to change certain things because I can't use the name Don't Master without Don't Master.
Right.
And because I wrote it was all faith. So it's like now we at the point of attack.
Ooh.
And I don't know what the hell to do. So Nava was like, bro, he was like, we can't, he's solid, bro. He was like, He was like, I see this Dunkmaster name. He said, but we can't use Dunkmaster without him. I say, I know. I say, but I don't know how to reach him, so I'm about to change it. He was like, no, I can call him right now.
Just like that.
Yeah, and he called him, and he was like, yeah. He was like, yeah. He said, yeah, I do it. And I would let him see the situation. I had a whole movie crew. I had a real movie situation crew.
Legit.
Makeup, it was legit.
Stop playing.
Yeah. So he told me what I had to do to get him there, business wise. Back to the business. We took care of that business right then and there. While we was on the phone, first conversation.
Everything.
Yes, and him and his wife flew down here one day, took care of him, did what we need to do. We handled business, and we took care of it.
That's a blessing. Like, I'm just excited. When can we anticipate? When the movie coming out?
I don't know exactly the day. It'll be done. If it's like Carlos Miller is the narrator of the movie, and we was waiting on that part to be done. And now about 3 weeks it's already edited, everything. The whole I'm gonna show y'all some of the clips. It's already done, edited, everything. So yeah. So now it's done. Basically in 3 weeks everything will be done. We were just waiting on Carlos Miller.
And you're acting in the movie as well.
Yes, I star in the movie. Me, Nava, and Star, and Snoop.
How is acting to you? Like, do you think it comes natural? How do you feel like when you get into that mode, you get behind the camera? Because right now your vibe is just super like natural. Like, it's just us having candid conversation, chill mode. So how do you channel your inner actor?
What, acting? I don't really know if I want to do it no more. I'm doing it to just start. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot for me to do that. Like, Nava will tell you, like, that nigga had to take a break.
It's just a lot.
Yeah, I would have fucking took a break too. I just couldn't. But it was a lot. Like, it was just a lot. Like, we shot 14 days straight for like 12 hours, 12 to 15 hours a day.
What made you go from like the production part of it to actually being on the other side of the camera? Like,
that was the goal. Everything I did was a calculated step towards my goal.
Calculated steps. Very strategic moves.
Yeah.
He ain't just moving just to move.
Yeah, a lot of people use the saying, it's chess, not checkers. But I look at it as, yes, it's checkers, but I think like a grandmaster. I got 10 moves to 1. So if you hit me with another one, I got another one for you. That's how I look at life, chess, you know what I'm saying? And I always go, like, when you say chess, I always think of a grandmaster, like, you know what I mean? Because I always had to handle my own business, so I had to have a counter for everything. Like, if you had a move, like if you say something, if you say, like
yeah, we're in the hood, everybody outside.
Yes, yeah. So like that's how I did everything. Even with the movie, it was like my board was set up, but it's like with Nava, like that's why I love him. He's a beautiful soul, bro, because it's like nobody knew what I was doing on my board
Looked like.
Yes.
It was just you
yeah,
on the board.
but I had it set up. Yeah.
This is like it's such a beautiful thing because it's like my now, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like my now. Like you definitely got to move strategic. That's what even sharing your information with the wrong people, sharing it too early, and even when you touched on that too, like people just couldn't understand. They ain't had a capacity when you was talking about why you needed to move, or even the 80s baby situation.
Yeah.
Even from that.
Yeah, and like even with that, I like that's why in the movie you hear Cliff the Pilot say, "I'm from Carver Ranches, nigga." You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted him to say that because I always admire how Carver Ranches stuck together. You know, the togetherness was like, damn, like I love that. You know what I'm saying? And I wish I could have been a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like just the togetherness. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling how far I would have been with that togetherness, you know what I'm saying? Because I've always been like a one-man band. But even with rap, I made Hey Ugly, the song, my hottest song was Hey Ugly. That went
Hey
through
Ugly?
It's Hey Ugly, yeah. People, and they, right now to this day, people just now putting it on TikTok and all that. I made that song 8 years ago.
Wow, and it's
like people, it was going crazy then, but now people still, they on TikTok. Hey ugly, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it hit me like, dang, but I made that song. I wrote it in jail, but I made it specifically to get around the DJs. Because a DJ can't tell a kid not to like something.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was to get around it. Like even that's
Like
calculated. That's a chess
DJs
move.
got the it's a chess move. The DJs got the right to go. If they gonna play it, they gonna play it, right? But you can't stop a kid. So when the kids come to their dad or their mom, like, hey, I want to hear that Hey Ugly. How you gonna tell your kid no? Cause I
No,
don't like him.
yeah, no, you can't hear
You
that.
can't do that. And
Right.
so it worked. Yeah.
You are. Who would you say? Because I feel, and you like that one child. That's different. But if you
Yeah.
had to say, like, what's instilled in you, what you have, because I'm hearing just so much intellect, so much wisdom. Who would you say you think that came from?
God.
God and God only.
Only
Okay.
God.
Only
Yeah,
God.
only God. Yeah, it was up to me to listen, and I would always be go in a place and be quiet. And you can't hear God if you're around a bunch of racket.
You went
You
to
know.
church growing up,
Yeah,
or
I'm Muslim now. I grew up Christianity though, but I'm not into the religion so much to say. But I converted to Muslim to Islam, and Allah taught me discipline, and discipline is what got me here because I was able to be disciplined. And without discipline, you won't have
yeah,
nothing.
you inviting the world
Yeah,
of chaos.
so I
Absolutely.
don't push religion on anybody. Just long as you got a higher upper, that means you have some type of moral.